It's an LPL battle here in the first semifinals between WeiboGaming and Bilibili Gaming. But before we hop into the game, we have to say happy birthday to the Shy in the top lane of Weibo and to our beloved broadcaster, Dacta.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Two teams just one step away from the grand finals, and it is Weibo coming in from the blue side with the Shy on Rumble, Wawa on Belveth, Xiaohu on Nico, Light on Aphelios, and Crisp on Milieu. And for BLG, it is Bin on Aatrox, Sun on Vi, Yagao on Syndra, Elk on Xayah, and on goes in with the Rel. And then we go almost 5 minutes into the game. Sun coming for the gank, but we take a look at On with the flash Q into the W. Ignite, Elk flashes in as well. And down goes Crisp. First blood goes to BLG. The first dragon as well. The first herald will be secured by Weibo. And now we take the first look at our birthday boy, the Shy, going in together with Y. He dashes in. Sun will be too late to the party. No cake left for him. And down comes the equalizer for the first kill for the Shy. And now it is Sun with the cease and desist. But then Xiaohu coming in with a pop blossom, trying to save the jungler. Why? He's so low, about to be chased down. He burns, but the blast cone saves his life. And now the tables turn this way. We look at the Shy flashing over the Scatter the Weak. I'm taking a double kill. Epic play by the Weibo top lane. Now we see Shelly crushing into the tier 1 on the mid lane. And while we see the Shy smiling, he's going for it again against Ben. He takes a solo kill. The second dragon goes to Weibo. The first turret gold will be collected by BLG. The second herald goes to Weibo again. And then it is, guess who? It is the Shy taking another kill. Kill number 5, and the rest of his team is going through the top lane, the tier 1 force. And now Ben suffers a pop blossom into the tangle bobs for the follow-up CC, and down goes the Aatrox again. And now 16.5 minutes into the game, the Shy in an awkward position in a 1v2. But if anybody can survive this, then maybe him. But here comes the cease and desist, and Yagao with the force of will into the Scatter the Weak. Down goes the Shy. But we're back just a minute later to see the Herald tearing down the tier 1 there in the bot lane. And then we see On knocked up by the Belveth W, and then stunned by the Nico E and taken out with the Pop Blossom. And then we speed rammed through the scene. We saw Bin in the meantime in the top lane tearing down the tier 1 for BLG. But Weibo, they will take 2 turrets, the inner in the bot lane and in the mid lane. They will take the next dragon, and things are now rolling for them. We take a look at Viva on the bell with another W knock up. The equalizer rains down onto Sun, and down goes the jungler of BLG, and this is Baron Nashor for the LPL 4th seed. And another minute later, we see Sun and Elk hit by the equalizer. Why comes in, but Elk with a feather storm into the flash. But here comes Light with a flash gale force, and the Xayah goes down. On the Rel follows into the gray screen, and out has been not escaping from the Empress of the Void. Why will kill number 2, and now together with the Shy, he will be the vanguard for the next engage into the base onto Yagao, and down goes the Syndra. And now the LPL 4th seed. They destroy any structure standing in the base, on bot side, and on the mid lane, and then they disappear into the night to take the next dragon. It will be Soul Point, and now we see the Shy. I mean, it is his birthday, so of course he gets all the cozy hugs and campfires from Crisp that he will need to take down Bin on the Aatrox for another time. And now it is Crisp getting in the crosshairs of 4 BLG members, and Yagao will collect a kill. BLG, they're down by almost 10k gold. They need any pick that they can find. And so it is Sun looking for Xiaohu coming out of the TP, but he goes immediately into the stasis. He comes back with a pop blossom, but it won't find anybody, but his QE is so huge. It takes out Sun. One jumps in on the Rel. There's no follow-up. He has to limp away. Gets picked up by the Shy, just like Yagao gets picked up by YY. And now it has been sent into the grey screen for good. Only Elk surviving. What can a lonely Xayah do? Well, see for yourself. It will be a clean ace for WeiboGaming, and the LPL 4th seed takes game 1 on the lead in the semi-final series. On back we are, BLG now coming in from the blue side with Bin on the Jax, Sun on the Vaya, Gao on the Silas, and it's a double marksman bot lane with Elkin on Varus and Ash. And for Weibo this is Shy on Aatrox, Weibo on Maokai, Xiaohu on Azir, Light on Caitlyn, and Crisp on Lux. And just like the last game, we saw this one on the top lane, but this time it has been chasing down the Shy, and he will collect the 100 gold extra for the first kill, but then he goes down to the turret, and now there's been dived on by the Shy, and why? Sun is closing in, trying to save his top laner, but also Xiaohu on the Emperor's shuffle with the phalanx, and down goes the Jax, and now we're in for a hard-fought Shelly, and why getting low against the Grandmaster at arms. He goes down, and Sun secures the Herald's Eye before he will find his world ended by the Shy on the Aatrox. And then we will see BLG taking the first dragon, but also on with the Crystal Arrow, followed by the Chains of Corruption and the E of the Silas, and down goes Crisp, faster than I can speak. The Herald crashes into the tier 1. And now the Sun Blast going in onto where he was waiting for a gank, but he's not waiting anymore, he just goes for it, leaves Sun behind, and together with the Shy they take out the Jax before Sun could do anything about it. And now the Nature's Cross is creeping in, but this is so important. Bin interrupts the backdoor TP, and so the Shy cannot join his jungler who has already engaged deep into enemy lines, and now he becomes the victim of an engage that goes totally sideways. Crisp, he's rooted by the stolen Nature's Cross, taken out by Elk, and also Xiaohu. Now in the midst of death and destruction, he will see his screen grayed out, and the tier 1 will crumble as well. BLG, they took everything from this play, and after the replay, we immediately enter Crisp going down again against Elk. But this time the Shy could at least trade the tier 1 on the top lane back. Shelly then will be secured by Sun and almost immediately summoned on the mid lane, where she tears down the tier 1 and even gets off a second charge onto the tier 2, and then we go to see BLG taking the next dragon. But now we take a look at Xiaohu, stunned by the Ash Arrow. He jumps in on the blast cone. His ultimate gets stolen by Gao. The phalanxes are traded, but now Xiaohu in the worst position afterwards, and he will find a watery grave. And so it's a dragon and a kill going to the LPL second seed. And now we see the Shy dashing over the wall, trying to go for Sun. He does, but there's Yagao in the vicinity as well, and that's a 2v1. Yagao steals the world under, and together with the incoming On and Elk, they take out the Aatrox. Just seconds later, they tear down the tier 2 in the mid lane, and we're almost 22 minutes into the game to see BLG going for Soul Point. But in the top lane, it is an isolated Ben shuffled back, and Weibo, they need every kill that they can get now. They're already behind by more than 5k, and we go in to see Light now. Engaged on by the cease and desist, followed by the E of the Silas, and down goes to Caitlyn. Xiaohu can tear down the tier 1 in the bot lane. Now we take a look at this one. Already 27 minutes into the game, it is Sun with a cease and desist onto the Shy. Where you go with the stolen Maokai, well, it keeps everybody of Weibo away. Bin comes in and down goes the Aatrox. An important pick. And now it is Sun already working down the health bar of the dragon. Wara is trying to get somehow close to it, but goes in with a twisted advance. But he can't reach the dragon. All that he achieves is a watery grave for himself. But now we take a look at Elk. He has not enough yet. Flashes in with the Chains of Corruption and takes out Crisp as well. And now BLG, they can take the purple worm, and they have everything in hand now to take this game too and tie the series. The tier 2s in bot and mid lane are already crumbling. The stolen Maokai ult is crossing by, and now in goes Sarah with the Shurima shuffle trying to fight Elk, and he does, but Elk, he finds the kill on Crisp as well. Down goes Elk, down goes Xiaohu and Crisp. It's a 2-for-1 for BLG for the moment. And so BLG, they're not done yet. Bin is going in with the QE onto the Shy. He will then suffer SW, and in comes Bin with another leap strike and a double kill. Bin, he's solo, but he's going for Light. It doesn't matter. The Counter-Strike immunity and another Q for the triple kill for the BLG top laner. And the LPL second seed. They tear down on Nexus turret, but now on the retreat, they will be interrupted by the respawning Xiaohu, who finds a Gao and takes a kill back. But now it is Xiaohu, just seconds later, destroyed by Sun and Elk in his own jungle. And BLG, They're now going for it, the Inhib and the mid lane falls as well. And now they're going for the second Nexus turret that is barely standing on a couple of bricks that are left. But now there's the Shy going in with a flash Q onto Elk, pulls him back in with his W, and down goes Elk, and down goes Bin and Weibo. They live to fight another day, and they even find on the retreat. And a minute later, we're in for the Elder Dragon. Soon he's not spotted in the brushes. Bin is baiting everybody in, trying to buy some time for his team. And he does. He's chased by 3 members of Weibo. And look how much time he buys for his team to go for the Elder Drake. Because now they have the numbers advantage and they take out Sun. No smite fight. Elder Dragon for BLG. And now they're going for the base. And even without their top laner, they will stage a massacre in front of the Nexus and tie the series. And then we go, game number 3. The Shy shows us the top lane Graves, Wiwa with the Poppy in the jungle, Xiao on the Syndra, and again, the bot lane marksman duo, Varus and Ash, but this time played by Light and Crisp. And for BLG, it has been on Aatrox, Sun on the Vaya, Gao on the Akali, and the bot lane marksman duo for them as well, Elkan on Callista and Caitlyn. BLG, they will secure the first dragon. They're then around the first herald, but now on, sent away with the Keeper's Verdict, but soaked in by the Fate's Call, and now Wiwa with the heroic charge, goes in, steals the objective, but Yagao with the perfect execution takes him out in return. Yagao getting low, but he will get away with his life. The second dragon taken by BLG, the Herald then summoned in the top lane to tear down the tier 1. They're already at the tier 2, look at this. After only 40 minutes in, a turret in the Graves lane gets torn down. The bot lane outer will be traded in. And that is Shelly secured by Weiwei, the dragon taken by BLG, and we go in to see them trying to defend their tier 1. Shelly gets summoned, and now it is Yagao going in, but also Sun, but both are picking different targets. Bin gets sent away by the Keeper's Verdict, and so there's no follow-up. Down goes Sun, and BLG, they get nothing out of this engage, but now we see them under their tier 1 in the bot lane. Both junglers will be traded, and in the end the turret goes down as well, and in we go for potential Dragon Soul for BLG. Sun on the Y is taking a huge chunk of damage. Huawei smashes him into the walls. Light takes him out with the Varus Q. No jungler for BLG. The dragon should be secured. And it is. And now it is BLG on the full retreat and the Shy. Going for Yagao, flashing over the wall and taking down the Akali. And now, Weibo, they can take Baron Nesha, Algon and Bin. They want to have a say on this one, but they won't. Instead, Bin gets stunned by the Scatter of the Weak and taken out by Wyra on the Poppy. And now it is on in grave danger, but he will be saved by the Fate's Call of Elk. But now it will be Elk suffering a huge chunk of damage. He has to back away there. And then it will be the Ash Arrow of Crisp, finding Yagao, stunning him. And Wawa, Xiaohu, and the Shy, they take out the Akali, and then they will tear down the tier 2, go for the Inhib turret, and the Inhibitor, Weibo, on the advance now through the bot lane. It is a plus 4k power play already, but now here come Yagao and Sun finding Light in the back line. They go for the Varus. He will be taken out, but also the Shy destroys Elk on the other side. Sun and Wawa, both junglers are getting low, and the Vi falls to the shotgun of the Shy. Yagao takes out Crisp and down goes Bin. It's a 3-4-2 in favor of Weibo, and they will tear down the Inhib turret in the bot lane. And now it is next dragon. Sun flies in, but he will be grounded. The steadfast presence, and then the Keeper's Verdict sends him away. Bin goes down. The dragon is denied, and now the super minion wave is already at the Nexus turret. BLG, they have to retreat. Yagao, he's caught and trapped in his own jungle. He will go down for good, because now it is blinking health bars for the last remaining members of BLG. The Shy and Xiaohu coming in with a flank TP, and they will proceed towards match point game in the series. On the edge of elimination, it is BLG coming in from the blue side with Bin on the Jax, Sun on the Sejuani, Yagao on the Oriana, Elk on the Aphelios, and on the Bard. And for Weibo, this is Shy on Quinn, Wawa on the Rel, Xiaohu on Syndra, Light on Ash and crisp on Heimerdinger. Now 6.5 minutes into the game, we see Wei securing the first dragon of the game, but now he's low and about to be taken out. It will be first blood drawn by the affiliates of Elk, and now Crisp flashes away on the Heimerdinger, but there's no escape now. Trapped in the blue buff pit, he will be taken out as well, and Elk secures his second kill already. And now there's Chris throwing his stun grenade onto On, but he escapes through his magical portals. But now look at the Heimerdinger. The old Yordle may be suffering a little bit from dementia. He takes the wrong turn into the wrong side of the jungle, and down he goes. The first herald is secured by BLG, and now Sun with Arctic and Salt into the glacial prison. And Crisp, he's stunned, and Yagao, he throws a spear into the shockwave to make sure that this Yordle is sent to the gray screen again. But now we take a look at Elk. He's surprised now by Xiao, who comes out of the brushes. The unleashed power takes out the Aphelios, but Yagao with a teleport comes in clutch to trade this one back on this roll opponent. And then Shelly, she had to be summoned. The timer was running out. She didn't reach the turret in time. BLG then securing the next dragon and the first turret gold by tearing down the outer in the bot lane. And now the Shy trapped in between Void Mage and Void Warrior. He desperately flashes, but he will be evaporated anyways, just like the turret in his lane. But Weibo, they will answer back with the tower in the bot lane. And now we see the Shy going for Bin, but then On with the Temperate Fate opens the portals for Sun to join on a magical journey, on the end of which the Demartian wings of the Shy will be plucked. The turret will be torn down, but then it is Yagao stunned by the Syndra. Crisp on the Heimerdinger throws every gadget at him that he can find in his pockets, and the unleashed power will take out the mid lane of BLG. But the LPL's second seed, they will secure the second herald. They will lose the outer turret in the top lane. Shelly will be summoned in the mid lane to tear down this outer. And now it is the Shy, trapped in between three members of BLG. Nothing that YY could do to save him without being gray screen as well. BLG, they take the next dragon, and we're in 24.5 minutes to see Bin going for Sao, who immediately goes for the re-engage because he didn't see On coming in on the board. And down goes the Syndra, and we're in for Baronesha. Bin and Sun keeping away Weiwei from the pit. He has to turn golden. Elk and On throwing everything at the roll, and down she goes. Sahu still counting the respawn timer. BLG, they pick the ADC. Weibo without any chance to counter the engage, but now they have with the incoming Sahu. And BLG taking damage everywhere. There's three members as half HP or below already. Agao is taking a huge chunk of damage, but he still finds Light, takes him out. Chris goes down, and the Shy on an isolated engage. No follow-up there by Sahu. He was just too far away. And now the Syndra gets sent back to the fountain again. BLG, they just collapse on Weibo, and now they're chasing down Weiwei on the roll. No chance to go for a steal, and practically this is an ace for BLG. And the Baronesha, well, they're only lost On. And now we see them taking Soul Point. We speed run through this to see them destroying every structure in the mid lane. The inhibitor's down. Now they're going for the bot lane. But in flies the Shy, trying to make something happen for his team, but he will be stunned and evaporated. There was simply just no follow-up. Elk takes the 6th kill of the game, and now Bin, he goes in with a leap into the counter-strike. Light goes down. YY will follow, and this is it. BLG, they will take us to a Game 5. Silver Scrapes, here we come! This is the decider. The winner goes to the finals, and it's Weibo coming in from the blue side with a Shy on. Weibo on Maokai, Xiaohu on Alzir, Light on Kalista, and Crisp on Renata. And BLG fighting from the red side with Bin on the Cassante, Sun on the Sejuani, Yagao on the Jace, Elk on the Caitlyn, and On the Lux. And here we see a fleshless Xiaohu on the Azir chased through the river. And he will be taken out by Sun and Yagao. First blood drawn by the Jace, and then we go into the bot lane. And we see On without a flash as well. No mobility on the Lux, and down she goes. And here we go again, but this time with Weiwei and the Maokai ult. Elk and On not standing in a line. Elk can cleanse away the root. But On, he will be taken out for another time, and Elk cannot escape as well. The 3rd kill already for the Kalista. and the bot lane starts to snowball. The first dragon goes to Weibo, the first herald to BLG. We see Shelly now tearing down the tier 1 in the top lane, but they invested so much time. Lost tempo on the other lanes. Weibo, they take the second dragon. They will take the second Shelly as well. But in the bot lane, it is Yagao taking down the second turret. And now we see a one-on-one between the two top laners. Bin patiently waiting for the brittle of the Shy so that he can take him with all out over the walls. In comes the Forge God. Bin with the Pathmaker flashes over the wall, pulls in the Shy with the charge Q. And this is a solo kill for the BLG top laner. And now we see the Maokai ult creeping in. BLG, they still manage to tear down the tier 1, but Oni will be hit by the hostile takeover and taken down. A little bit of a skirmish in the river. Won't amount for nothing. And instead, Weibo, they answer back with the tier 1 as well. And as we see the replay, we see the Shy mispositioned and disjointed from his team all alone against 4 members of BLG. He will find the color of his screen leaking out. And now we're in for the next dragon. The final spark is launched. Sun with the Glacial Prison finds nothing but air. In comes the double TP from both top laners. The Herald is summoned as well. In comes the Nature's Grasp, as well as the hostile takeover. The Forge God, everything is thrown at BLG, but it won't amount for much. Instead, it is Yagao coming for the flank on the Jace. And down goes the top lane of Weibo. The Emperor is survived by some time for the retreat, and then it is Elk with the ace in the hole. Takes down Crisp, and now this turns into a disaster for Weibo. Weibo goes down. Xiao, who is about to follow, and also Light on the Callista. We will see him just right now being taken out by Elk. It's an ace for BLG, and the dragon on top of it. But just a minute later, the Weibo with another engage. The Nature's Grasp connects to Sun. The follow-up engage by the Searing Charge of the Shy. And down goes the Sejuani. The hostile takeover comes in clutch as well. Yagao will follow into the gray screen in a Weibo. They can go for the Baronisha. Bin Elkin on, looking to find some kills. The Shy's getting low. Elk is going in, takes the kill. Bin against Xiaohu and Crisp. Goes in all out, but then Xiaohu with a Shurima shuffle, he finds Elk and takes down the Caitlyn. And now it is on and Bin on the retreat. And Bin on the Cassante knows that he won't escape. Desperately tries to go in to find another kill. This game goes back and forth. Weibo with a Baron buff, they tear down the tier 1 in the top lane. They take the next dragon, but nothing more that they achieved with a Baron buff. And we're already in for the next proper room. This time, BLG in the pit. Bin is zoning away everybody. Takes Huawei over the walls, away from everything that he can smite. BLG, they take the worm. Bin will sacrifice his life for it. And now we see Bin again, 2 minutes later again against Huawei. He takes him over the wall. Xiaohu is about to follow. The final spark of on is coming in, and down goes the jungler of Weibo. But we take a look at the pit. Sun is trying to go for the smite, but Crisp with another hostile takeover, and the smite comes in too early. And Light on the Callista can secure the Mountain Soul for Weibo. And now it is a chase down. Yagao will be shunted to the grey screen, just like Bin, suffering the phalanx. And now Weibo on the way towards the Nexus, as it's only the bot lane of BLG alive. They have to defend like they never defended before, and they take out the Shy. Well, the first Nexus turret is already down, and it is bricks falling from the second one as well, but here comes Sun back from the death. Light goes into the stasis, is taken out, and now Weibo on the retreat. BLG, they live to fight another day, and in comes Yagao with a flank TP going for Crisp. No bailout can save him now. BLG, they survived the onslaught, and now they're going for the advance. But how much can they take? It will only be the tier 2 in the mid lane, and another minute later, it will be Weibo on the advance again. The Forge God's coming in, knocks up on. He will be wiped off the map. The Nature's Grasp is rooting Sun. Down goes the Sejuani. And a Weibo, they can pick up the wave and maybe go for an end. It is only Bin, Yagao and Elk standing between them and the finals. Bin with a desperate engage on the Cassante. Yagao follows on the Jace, but even a Cassante is not almighty. He has to back away. The Jace is in the GA, and Yagao will be taken out, and the rest of his team will follow within the next seconds. And so WeiboGaming will proceed to the 2023 World's Finals.